Hello everybody and welcome back to Oakbridge Farm. We're just on our way to the store because with our wheel loader being up at the BGA we need to look at getting a bucket or a silage fork for our telehandler. I have installed I think it's the JCB pack, so we'll just have a look on here. So telehandler tools, yeah, the JCB pack, which this bucket is 5,000 litres, so it's just over half what the silage fork was giving us. And then we've got this, which is 4.5. I think we are going to go with this. Attach it. What's that? The attacher type. Right, that's fine. So we're going to go with that. We're going to buy that. And then, because first job, we need to get some silage over to the BGA so we can open up the pit and get that going, just to make sure that we still have plenty of money coming in to keep us going so that we can get through this drilling time, whilst also being able to spend a bit of money. Whilst we're also here, we're going to go on to our productions and our green, I don't know which greenhouse is which. Right, when we go past the greenhouses, I'm going to set one of them to do solely lettuce and then to spawn it so we can start stockpiling that, and then the other one can just keep selling as it is. Whilst we're doing these littler jobs, I have set the worker off just windrowing that field of, well, our field of linseed, just to make it into some small, well, less rows, so it should hopefully be quicker to do. I have put that on course play, because what I am planning is to try and get through these jobs as quickly as possible. Is I'll be able to put that onto a worker with the baler at the same time. But now we're at the greenhouses here. We're just going to hop out, and we are this. I'm going to leave this one as is, just selling, and then this one, if we go through the correct door, I want to put this spawn. Oh, hello! I'm almost into the roof. So how do we... There we go. Right. Let's just... How do we do this again there? So we will change... Well, no, we won't deactivate it. Well, we've got change output. So keep all these on selling, but we will deactivate. So that's the... Well, it's only 8 litres or so, but at least that's a little bit more income. So deactivate lettuce, we want to change that to storing. So yeah, they are all, so it's just lettuce coming out of this greenhouse, and that will spawn, which I'm wanting to do it that way because I just think it means we're not doing loads and it's a bit more convenient take it out of that one than this one. I'm also now going to go and change this, so this will all be lettuce, because I think lettuce, there's more money in it than the others. And then plus, from what I've read, when you're doing multiple productions, they are however times, divided. So what's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these processes will be 7 times slower than if we just have one going. So again, we will go on here, deactivate. Oh, I already did that one. Deactivate, deactivate, and deactivate. So this is lettuce, but it will be selling. So we can now go, open this clamp up, and I'm hoping the time in loading isn't too much different. Obviously we're 3,000 litres less than before. I just hope it should be able to... Yes, that's fine. Right, where is the John Deere? And that's still on there, so we will now take this round and we can load it up. So as usual, we'll park this here, we'll jump in to the class and we will load this trailer. car. We've left the wheel loader in the way, but that shouldn't be a problem. We can just reverse in behind it if we don't get the trigger just here. There we go. So let's empty into there and let's go to the biogas plant. We will activate, and then there's still a bit of slurry in there, so we can keep them going until that slurry is all used up. And I'm just trying to think, do we need this tractor and trailer back at... We definitely need the tractor, I think, because I don't know whether we'll be baling with this or not. So we will take it back, and then we will... The windrow's finished, so I may set him off on the baler, and then we can have a look at the olive grove. We will leave the trailer here. We'll just spin it round first, but we'll leave the trailer here because I can't see us needing the trailer until we start doing the sunflowers, and in that time we will obviously be doing a load of more silage. There's some silage back there. Let's see if I can gather that up, but we'll leave that there out the way, and then we will get back to the other yard and we'll have a look at the case and the windrower. So I am hoping, if we just hop out of here, I need to look at the leasing costs for that windrower, because we'll be doing hay in the not next month but the month after, and it's whether it'll be cheaper for us to hold on to it for 2 months than return it now and then lease it again in 2 months' time. So we will have to just do that sort of very quick, well hopefully very quick calculation to find out. Now let's put the baler on. We'll have to make sure, is that on 240s? No. Right, now it is. So we will pull this up to the field and hopefully set it off again. We will have to. These little bits, I don't think it will get these. So if we turn it on, lower it down, we'll just get this little bit. And it was empty, so that's brilliant. So we're not converting any grass into straw, so this is all purely straw. And then we'll get this little bit, drop it down there, and then right, we'll get it into the field and hopefully get it away and working well. And there we have it. The baler is away, but it's missing bits. Right, we'll have to try look at adjusting that. Hopefully that's the baler away now. So whilst that is doing that, we want to find the John Deere. We are going to... I don't know whether we should bite the bullet and just buy it, but they are... Where is it? They are Kuzen. It's just going to take a lot of our money. Whether we look at financing, so it's £15,000 a month for 6 months. That may be the way to do it, and the silage will be paying, hopefully paying a lot of that off. So I think we'll do that. Whether it's the right or wrong thing to do, I do not know. But we'll get ourselves to the store and we'll go pick it up, and then we can gather these bales up behind the case. We do have the store delivery mod installed, which if we wanted to, we could role play the store delivering products to, well, delivering equipment to us and the like, just to save us coming backwards and forwards to the shop. I know you get charged a certain percentage of what the total cost is, but it may just be an idea. But please leave a comment, leave comments down below if that's something that you would like me to try implement. I would imagine the best way to do that would be to set it up on a multiplayer server and then have multiple farms on there, so that one farm we could role play as being the store, so that it wouldn't affect our finances and, well, our finance screen too much. Otherwise I would imagine I'd be forever changing the monetary value, you know, taking money off for leasing fees and buying vehicles and all that sort of thing. it is something that in time I would like to try have a look at doing, because I know there's a few people that do storylines. I think is it Scoffed? He does a few which they're decent, they're enjoyable to watch. I think the Farm Sim guy, he is very, very good at what he does. And then there's also Daggerwin, who he does his I've missed that bale. He does his survival roleplay. Because I'd like to know also how you get multiple characters when you get these characters turning up filming. I'm sure there'll be a very, very simple explanation on how to do it, but it's not something that I have figured out or really looked into much. But it's definitely an idea for the future, depending on how this channel goes in time. Because I know just of late, views, I'm starting to get just the odd view, which is lovely. It may mean nothing. I've missed it again. It may only be very, very small gains, but for a channel that I think I've been doing this for a month now, it's still a big game for me. I think I've also got my first subscriber, and on, I think, is it episode 10 of this Let's Play, which I think we're doing, this is episode 13, it's episode 9 or 10, I also got my first like, which was lovely from my point of view to go and see. And for some reason, our baler has stopped. So we'll just gather this bale up and we will see what's happening here. Unless there is something blocking its way. But we'll have a look and we will sort this out, because otherwise that worker's costing me money. There we go, he's going again. So we will just gather this bale up here so that he should be okay going round. We should be getting a fair amount of straw off these fields, so I'm not too picky about the odd little strips that they'll leave, or these odd little bits. But what we also need to think about and look at, we'll just pull this out the way, is digestate. So it would be a waste if we weren't to use it. So we look at our slurry tankers, 102 for 18,000, 60, but you've got combinations, you're looking at that, so that's 130 for 20,000. I have put a few mods in, so like this one, 65, has that got a, this will most likely have, where are we looking? No, not swivel pipe cover, no. You'll have to put some dribble bars on the back, I would have said, so that's going to cost a fair amount of money. But that's 24, 18, 18. What's the difference in these? I'm not quite sure on that one. So what's this? If we look on here, hydraulic top hatch, don't need that. Black edition. That's quite cool. Do we need, has that got, right, I'm now getting slightly lost with all this. What's this one? Customize. Can we, okay, so there, it fires slurry out the back there. 12 meters, 24, this is looking a lot more like it. Cover, where does the cover go? Oh, okay, so is that cover over the, yeah, over the PTO, so that's safety. We might as well put that on. We don't need any of these other added extras, so we can lease that. And now, we will, how far away is this lad off finishing? So, let's have a think about this. Do we, what else, do we lease anything else to get the slurry from the BGA over here? What we're going to do in the meantime, we'll shut the John Deere off and we're going to make our way to the Landini, turn that on, and then we should, if we get this up, steering assist, yes, brilliant. So I've already cultivated the left hand lane and the two on the left, so we will start here. I think we'll just bob this into a little time lapse and we will get this done whilst we're waiting for the baler to finish. just like that, the olives are done. So I'm hoping that just means it's just harvesting to finish. So if we just lift that up, we'll turn that off. 0.5 hours to do that, so that's not so bad. And I'm only getting a yield bonus of 97. It almost makes me feel like I shouldn't have put that time into doing that. But anyways, let's go on to here. Onto vehicles. So we're looking for L for the Landini. So that can go. And then I know I returned this not in the last episode but the episode before. Where is it? The mower I returned. The mulcher, sorry, I should have called it. So we'll return that. And now we just need to find the cultivator. There. So let's return that. So we're slowly getting some things off us that so we won't get stung with extra charges. We can, if we turn this on, we'll just empty, hopefully, empty the bales out. There we go. So we'll empty them out. We can just leave this ready to go in this field. And I just want to get the John Deere so we can finish clearing up. Turn it back on again. I forgot we've got this on finance, don't we? So it doesn't matter if it's not too problematic racking up the hours on it. But we'll fill this up, which is only 3 more bales, and then we'll have to tip these over into our straw shed and then come back for the rest. And number 14. So we will now head off to the straw shed, put these in, and then I'm hoping that there is only one more load left out of here. We'll just reverse this in, and then that silage there, we really need to gather that up at some point, and then we'll get this tipping into here. With that up, empty, and they're all out. We can't drive forward just yet because we're catching on the shed there. So we'll pull forward if I press the right pedal. We should also look at sorting that tree out behind the shed. And how much manure have we built up here? Because all this, again, this can all go to the BGA. So at 13,755. We'll have to try and remember that figure for next time, just to keep an eye on it and make sure that it is working. Let's just unfold this and we'll hopefully quickly, it shouldn't take too long to quickly go and gather all these up. Right, we have double application enabled, so we'll pull into the field and we'll set up our GPS. So GPS, 2 headlands, let's get that on, and then let's see how quickly, or hopefully how long it lasts. I'm hoping it will last a fair while, which so far that is not looking too bad. The only problem I think we're going to have is speed. We are going very slowly. But we'll just check, is that working? Composition, fertilizer. Brilliant. See, oops, I should have put it on cruise control and we wouldn't have had that problem. Well, I think we will try and get this done as quickly as we can. I can't see us being able to do this all in one load, which would be highly beneficial if we could do, but like I say, I don't think it's feasible. But we'll just get to the end here. And I wasn't sure, do these hedges by Oxygen David, do they have collision on? Because I have seen workers drive into them That's not very realistic of me driving straight through it. I have seen workers getting caught up on them, so I don't know whether that is for the workers that they may have collisions on, or whether it's for everybody. But we will... I thought I'd put it on to cruise control then. But we will slowly try to get through this. I am going to put the speed limiter on, just so that we can hopefully speed up the process, because this map, I think it'd be brilliant if you were to have a few people playing on it, like we're doing the digestate now. If you had 2 people spreading and 1 leading, especially if you had the big slurry tank which goes on the back of a lorry, that would certainly make life a lot quicker. But then again, bigger tractor, bigger slurry spreader with a dribble bar, which I think you can get to 30-40 metres, you'll be amazed at actually how much you can get done. You can just see how far away it is through them trees and the tracks. You just need a big flyover from our sheep field straight over. That would cut driving time down massively. But we've left a bit of straw as well, so I imagine that's just the windrower being so big it would have brought 1 or 2 of its swaths in from when it was doing quite possibly the headland. I am very much looking forward to precision farming coming out, which I'm hoping it's in the very, very near future. I always enjoyed using that mod, and I thought it was very, very detailed. And I'm hoping with us doing a double application now, we may be able to start looking at bigger direct drills which don't do, because a lot of them don't do fertiliser as well. If you remember in one of the early episodes after we'd done this canola field, we used the big Amazon one, which I think is it 12 metres, 14 metres, but we obviously used the lizard plough, which I've only just realised since I got rid of all the junk, it took all the junk away from there as well. So that's looking very, very bare. But what I'm going to try to do is get as far as what we can with this digestate, just by jump cutting a fair bit, and then when we go get another load, then I may bob that into a little time lapse, and then I would imagine that will bring us hopefully to the end of the episode. I have missed the odd little bit, but hopefully we'll get that. I think that's where, because of the size of the field, there'll be another GPS line going along there, but we can get that at the end, because I've also missed a little bit there. But everywhere else I seem to have covered bar a bit there, and maybe there's a little bit down here, but everywhere else I seem to have covered quite well. But what are we now? 44%. We may get this whole field done in this one thing, so we'll just put it into a little time lapse and get this job done. I don't think that could have worked out much better. So we just get to the end here, we'll go find that little slither that we missed over on this side, and we've got 3% left. So I'm thinking it's this line here that we haven't done. This is just on the right there. Sorry, the steering assist line that I was on then. That's the line that I missed and never did. So we just quickly 1% left. Quickly get that done. Brilliant. Let's turn it off and let's check the field. So I completely missed a bit there. Where's that bit? Is that little bit there? We'll just put a bit on quickly. And then we know that bit's done. And there. I'm going to say the field's finished and the tank is empty. So that's not been. So one tank load will do that. So that means we'll run out on this one. We'll have to do 2 loads there. And it's quite possibly for the grass, but I'm quite glad we've leased this, because hopefully when we get a bit more money we want to definitely be looking at stuff a bit bigger. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.